So I wanted to talk to you about my Captain America fake cosplay I did on preview night of Comic-Con this year. It was kind of a project and a test. I wanted to see people's reactions and, just kind of gauge how harsh the cosplay world is, which I'm pretty aware of because I've done other revealing cosplays and been made fun of for being too fat and ruining the character and so on. What I wore is this. Captain American undies from Target, a kid's mask, some gloves and a bra, boots, whatever. Very simple. There was a lot of points I was making on this. First one being, there's a ton of skinny girls that go to Comic-Con wearing pretty much nothing and say it's cosplay. Put on a green bikini and have a strip of ivy across them and they're poison ivy. And if that's how you cosplay and that's what makes you feel good, by all means do that. I don't care. That doesn't bother me, and it shouldn't bother anybody. But as a person, I feel that I have the same right, regardless of my shape, to do that as well. So I put together a really cheap, shitty cosplay that, was just for the hot factor, which most people didn't think it was hot, but that's okay. And, I was making the statement that I have the right to do this as everybody else. I'm tired of the double standard in the cosplay world, especially at Comic-Con. Other cons, not so much, but Comic-Con is super harsh. And I just wanted to show people that, I can do it too. You can't stop me from doing what I'm doing. I'm sorry if it makes you feel uncomfortable, but it shouldn't. There's nothing about it that should make you feel uncomfortable. If you see somebody who is fat and you don't find them attractive, look the other way. You don't have to look at them. You don't have to go up to them and tell them that they're ugly and fat and don't belong here. That's rude. No. Secondly, for the costume, I had issues with people obviously saying I'm too fat, but I had girls coming up to me saying, "You're not fat. You shouldn't have that sign that say fat chicks." Thing is, you might be fatter than me, but I'm still considered fat. I define myself as fat. I use the word. It's a descriptive word. I don't take it negatively. The only reason it's a negative word is because people use it in a negative way. And I think we need to stop doing that. It's descriptive. Tall, short, big, small. Descriptive. There's people that are going to use it in a negative way. And that sucks. But you just have to learn to ignore them, because if somebody's taking the time out of their day to make you feel bad, they're a bad person. Good people don't do that. The saying, if you don't have anything nice, don't say anything at all, that saying's a thing for a reason. There's no reason to hurt somebody's feelings just because you don't like how they look. Rude. And I don't know. I just think it's silly. But as for girls thinking I'm not fat, by society's standards and by cosplay standards, I am. And I get made fun of just as much as you do for being fat and ruining the character. So it's I'm sorry if you feel that I'm not fat and it's not fair, but I can't control that. And, you're more than welcome to yell at the people that call me fat, but that's just it. I'm defined as fat, and I'm okay with that. And you should be too. It's not a big deal. Third issue I had was people just didn't understand why I was doing it and why I would go out and, look fat and disgusting out in public like that. And it's because I'm not fat and disgusting. Well, I'm fat, but I'm not disgusting. And if you think I am, that's not my problem. And it's never going to be my problem. What you like and what you don't like, I don't give a shit. Sorry. I'm confident with myself, and I'm okay with being fat. That's just it. If it makes you uncomfortable, boo-hoo. Get over it. Move on. You don't have to look at me. Just walk right past. Instead, I got rude comments, people talking about pork very loudly behind me, which I also don't find as an insult, because pork and bacon are delicious, and maybe I'm delicious too. I don't know. Another problem I had was people taking awkward photos. People come up and ask and be like, "Hey, can I take your photo?" And I'm like, "Sure, I'm out here for that reason." To the guy who followed me around and took pictures of my butt. That's a little weird. We saw you. I know you're trying to be sneaky and stuff, but that's kind of a no-no. And, you know, it goes with the whole cosplay doesn't mean consent thing, and it's rude. Like, you could have just asked me to take a photo and that's fine, but instead you, like, followed us around and took pictures of my butt, and I don't really care. Like, if I'm in your spank bank, good for you, whatever, it doesn't affect my day. I mean, as long as you're not sending me stuff and telling me about it, I don't really care, but for the most part, most girls don't want you to do that, so let's not do that, dude. Gross and creepy. Go away. I also had a lot of people take pictures, like, kind of from the side, kind of like that, I'm gonna post this on Facebook because this is so funny, hey guys, look at this fat chick who thinks she's hot. That's a lot of people are like, what, do you think you're hot or something? And I'm like, yeah, I do. I'm really hot. And I might not be hot by your standards, but your standards, I don't give a shit about. It's about my standards. And that's the most important thing about cosplaying. Like, you have to do it for you. And you have to realize that their opinions aren't worth your time. They're just not. And if they have something mean to say about you, it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's about them. If they're willing to destroy your confidence just because they're slightly uncomfortable, there's something emotionally and mentally wrong with them to do that to someone. Like, they've had some sort of trauma in their life. So don't take it personally. Just don't. There's no use in getting worked up over somebody you don't know, somebody that's on the internet, somebody that's at a convention that you'll never see again. Like, if one of your friends said it, sure, be upset. But, like, some asshole at a Comic-Con that doesn't, you know, don't waste your time. Your time is so much better than that. And I got off track. Look at me. I feel like I did this for all the girls that came up to me and thanked me. Like, that was amazing. That meant so much that so many girls came up to me and were like, I love what you're doing. Thank you so much. I don't have the bravery to do this. You know, it's nice seeing a fat girl go out there and put herself out there. You're so brave. And, like, that meant a lot to me because I want to lead by example. You know, if I'm gonna try to inspire other chubby chicks to cosplay, I have to be willing to do it myself, even though I was uncomfortable. I mean, those underwear didn't really fit me. Like, they had a really tight waistband, so they kind of just went into my waist and lifted my fat up and made this weird little pudge thing. And so, like, it didn't really show my body shape. It wasn't very flattering, and I'm aware of that. I'm pretty decent at dressing myself for my shape, but the whole point was going out there and being uncomfortable and putting yourself out there and being able to get through the day. And, like, I had a couple of friends with me that were just like, oh my god, did you hear what that guy said? Should I say something? And I'm just like, what guy? I didn't hear it because I don't care. And getting to that point in your confidence is the most amazing thing ever, and you can only do it by putting yourself out there and keep on trying and trying and trying. And I know it's horrible and it's scary and it's terrifying. Trust me, like, even as confident as I am about it, like, I felt awkward at first, like, walking out there and being, you know, all chubby everywhere, and, you know, I was just like, oh, should I take this off? Should I put my sweater on? And I thought about it, and the first girl that came up to me and was like, you're so amazing, thank you. I was just like, that's why I'm doing it. It's not about me. It's for other people. And I feel like, you know, if I inspired one girl to be able to go out and cosplay, regardless of how she feels about her size, like, I accomplished my mission. You know, one person at a time. And I put the picture on the internet. And, of course, if you ever want your self-confidence destroyed, go to Reddit. They're good at that. Reddit doesn't like fat people. But I just got torn apart. And it's disgusting that that's the standard. That it's okay that I'm not a person because I'm fat. I don't have feelings that you have to take in consideration because I'm fat. And we need to change this. So, like, I want to start a movement. I want chubby chicks to go in masses, half naked, out in public, and just be free. Free your chub. Everywhere. I don't care. Do it. It's so frustrating to me that people think it's okay to treat others like that. And it's like, no wonder these girls have such a hard time cosplaying and have no confidence to go out there and do it, because everyone's a fucking dick. And you just have to learn to rise above it and not care what they think. It's so important that your personal opinion of yourself is all that matters. And if you're basing your personal opinion on what other assholes say, then you're just doomed to fail. Absolutely doomed to fail. So don't do it. Like, surround yourself with positive, loving people and do whatever you're going to do. Fuck those other people. You're amazing. Go cosplay. As for, let's see, follow-up stuff. We had a great time at con. It was a little awkward just because, you know, people do give you weird looks. Like, I got a lot of kind of looks, but I just learned not to look at people because they're not important. Like, you just have to realize that you're the most important thing in your life, and other people can suck a dick. I did get the complaint that my sign was spelled wrong. I spelled chicks, C-H-I-C, instead of C-H-I-C-K. I personally have never spelt it with a K. Maybe it's a 90s thing. I was a 90s kid, and I had t-shirts that had chick spelt on it without a K, and I've always spelt it that way. When you spell it with a K, I think of chicks. Like, I grew up on kind of a farm, so it's like I think of chickens and baby chicks, and it just mentally doesn't work for me. And if that's what upsets you, I'm sorry. Like, okay, I will accept it that it was a typo, and my bad. But, honestly, people who go around correcting people's grammar on the internet probably aren't going to do a whole lot to change the world, so I'm not going to sweat it. And if you think I'm dumb because of it, once again, I don't care. So, I want to see your cosplay pictures. I want to see girls going out there. If I have to make a Facebook group or Tumblr or whatever, I want to start this revolution. I want to see every cosplayer here, shape and size. Maybe we'll have a San Diego meetup. That would be cool. If you guys are interested, please leave me a comment or add me on Facebook, whatever. I want to do this stuff because I think it would be fun and it would be empowering for other girls who don't cosplay because of it. And, like, I was with one of my friends and he's like, I was really embarrassed being with you for the first, like, 10 minutes, and then I saw how awesome this was, and I was upset that I didn't bring a costume to wear, because he's a little chubby too, and it's like, guys or girls, doesn't matter, I don't care. Let's do it. Let's have fun with this, and let's show others that the hate's not going to stop us. Okay? So, let's get on this. Yay! If you guys have any more questions or comments or anything, feel free to comment or like or upvote or downvote. I don't care. Rude comments are going to be deleted because I'm not putting up with it. Sorry, guys. This is about building confidence for other people, not destroying it. So, you guys all have a fabulous Comic-Con? Yes, yes, good? Okay. Then we're good. Alright, guys. Till next time.